Hello and welcome to another ink review. Today we'll be taking a look at an ink from Pelikan's 401 line. This time we'll be checking out their pink offering. Now, pink is always somewhat of a tricky color to use and enjoy, especially for a male individual such as myself, but it is actually a color I rather enjoy using in my pens, and this one is no exception. Now, this particular color I only have in Pelikan's short cartridges, but from what I've read on the internet, they're also available in longer cartridges. Now, from my research, they're not available in a bottle, just like Waterman's pink offering, which is kind of a shame because it is an ink I rather enjoy. Now, if we take another look at the packaging, you can see it appears quite dark and almost purple on the box. But this is actually almost the opposite from what I have experienced in actually testing it. As you can see, it appears quite soft, or a lot more softer than on the box. And this is also what I think of the color, that it is a quite soft pink, especially compared to Waterman's pink offering, which is a lot darker and a lot more purple in my opinion. Now, as you can see from the sample as well, it has definitely some color variation and shading going on, and this is also evident from the writing sample I have here. Now, at the top, if my camera focuses, you will see a writing sample with a dry nib, and on the bottom a juicy and wet Jinhao nib. Now, the shading is not that evident in the dry nib, but here it is also a lot softer and a lighter pink than it is here. As you can see, the spots where it shades, it creates a very dark pink color, and for that reason this is a one of those rare inks I actually enjoy more in a dry nib. Of course, that's completely subjective, but it is something you might want to consider when looking at this ink. But even in the wet nib, it is still a very pretty color to look at. Now, performance-wise, there are no real surprises. As you can see, if my camera focuses, that is, you can see no feathering at all on Rhodia paper. Of course, no bleed either. Dry time actually pretty long in the dry nib, still 20 seconds, over 30 seconds in the wet nib. As you can see, no water resistance at all actually. You can barely read it. Maybe you can still a bit, but as you can see, that's not waterproof. For some reason, it also lost some of its softness on the Rhodia paper, as opposed to the writing sample, which was on Oxford leather paper, but still quite enjoyable to look at. Now, if we move down the spectrum of paper qualities, the worst paper I could find in my collection, you can see it is starting to feather, but even in the wet nib it is not excessively so. Bleed is pretty bad, however, as you can see, definitely visible on the other side of the page. Dry time is very fast on this one, however, and again, water resistance not really. As you can see, it spreads and even dyes the page a bit. So if you're looking for a water resistance pink, this is definitely not it. So, Pelikan's 401 pink is, as most Pelikans, quite an affordable ink, which has a lovely soft pink color to it, a bit darker if you use it in a wet nib, but still enjoyable to look at. If you're looking for a pink ink, this is definitely one to consider, especially considering the price. Now, if you like this review, don't forget to leave a comment, subscribe and like. If you did not like it, definitely leave a comment, because your feedback will help me improve them in the future. Hopefully we'll see you in another video. Bye bye.